welcome back. I'm Mark DeVos with Elevation Construction Company, and today we're going to give you an update of this project we've been working on for the last few weeks. I don't know how many people are actually watching this, but if you are, things have changed. We are framed and we are ready for decking. But before we get to decking, we have to go over a few of the vital parts of the deck that allow this thing to last a long time and to protect your house from water damage. So, things have changed over the last 20 years. Now we have flashing that is like tape. It's a butyl tape, and the stuff we use is actually produced by a company called Trex, and they're known primarily for their decking, but they have really stepped it up in the last couple years on butyl tape. And that's what this stuff is down here on these stairs. Now, when you're going to do flashing, you have to do a top-down method. The reason is because water goes down your house. And so we start with metal flashing. Okay, this is 4x4 galvanized steel flashing. The reason we're using galvanized is because it won't rust. It will hold up for a long, long time, and it's going to allow the water to shed away from the house so it doesn't go behind your ledger. Now we're going to protect the house from it. So what we also do is we tape in the 4x4 flashing with butyl tape. So this tape here is taped to our sheathing, which goes underneath the stucco to the top of this, and then we're also going to have tape going over these joists like it is over here where you see that. Why do we do that? Well, we want to protect this deck for as long as possible. The decking we're using has a 40-year warranty. So if the foundation doesn't last 40 years, what does it matter about having a deck last 40 years? It won't. So we got to protect this thing so it'll last for that long. That's how we do it. What we want to do is make sure wherever there's seams in the wood, that's protected, because that's where dirt and debris is going to get stuck and keep moisture. It's going to start rotting over time. If we don't do that, I give this thing maybe 10 years tops before you start getting rot and mildew and decay inside the deck structure itself. And that's not good. That's a waste of money, waste of time. I might as well not even be doing this job. A few other things on this project. I really want you to pay attention to the way that we frame. This isn't, old school framing. This is top of the line engineered framing, okay? We're using 2x10 pressure treated and kiln dried lumber. Weatherwood is the manufacturer of this stuff here. Kiln dried. Why do we use kiln dried? Well, they dry out the lumber after it's pressure treated to make sure that it's not gonna twist and do all kinds of crazy things for you. And then it's true to size. When we frame, we know exactly how this is gonna work. If you use that really wet stuff from those big box stores, it's gonna shrink down over the next week, and whatever you framed is gonna be different. And we don't want that. We want this to be as true as possible. As you look across this deck, you're gonna see this giant beam. That is a glue lamb beam. What does that mean? Well, it's several layers of wood, and in this case it's yellow cedar, that's glued together. Glue lamb. And why do we use that? Well, it's strong. It's really, really strong. This stuff can hold a tank. This deck is probably rated to hold, 100 pounds per square foot. The industry only calls for 30 pounds per square foot, but who wants to do that? Who wants an industry standard when we can blow that up and make it right? As you can see, when you look across this house, we have flashing everywhere. That's to protect from the weather. The framing is far above code because we don't want to come back here for damages. We don't want somebody to get hurt. We don't want this thing twisting, squeaking, rotting, or wobbling when people are walking on it. And so you'll also see blocking in between the joists. We do that because we don't want any kind of shifting. In Colorado, we have a lot of wind. And so we have to build towards exceeding 150 miles an hour wind as a shear value. And so we have to build so the deck isn't gonna wobble like this. Thank you for enduring another one of our exceptional educational videos from Elevation Construction Company. Next time, we are gonna take a look at this place in the final stages, okay? We are ready for decking, we're ready for handrail, we're ready for stucco, and we're ready to get on to the next project. So, when you see this next time, it's gonna have all the glitter on it. It's gonna be really good. So, come and see us again.